According to CBS, which 1964 animated story is the longest running holiday special in TV history?
Can you say it again? I wasn't paying attention.
Great.
Oh.
And according to CBS, that's what I want to hear from my guest. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Stuff I Never Knew. This is our Christmas episode. Stuff I Never Knew is your weekly trivia game show. We record live on Blab every Thursday night at 8:30. Each week, our goal is to feature 8 players. In this episode, we're going to see 4 players, which is twice as many as we had in the first episode. We're going to battle out head-to-head until one winner remains. Each week, we pick a new topic, and this week, all of our questions are centered around the theme of Christmas. So join in and follow along. Even if you don't know all of the answers, you'll still learn some stuff you never knew you didn't know. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast service. You can listen on iTunes or Stitcher. Find Stuff I Never Knew on Twitter and Facebook. And be sure to watch live on Blab every Thursday at 8:30, and you can participate in a live show. First up, from the corrections department, an avocado is actually a fruit. So let's get to episode 2, our Christmas special. Let's get to meeting our first 2 contestants. We have Tim. He plays trivia. That's his handle name from Twitter. How's it going, Tim?
Great. Decked out, ready to go.
And where are you from this evening?
From the Berg, north of the Berg.
Steel City. And we also, Tim is going to be playing in round 1. Brian, who played in our first episode, he's decked out. He's got some, possibly a Yingling libation, if beer can be libations.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. And he's all decked out in lights. So make sure you see the replay. He's got his holiday treats, and he's got a lot of bling lights going on. How's it going tonight, Brian?
What's up?
Are you guys ready to battle?
Ready.
We're going to do, in the first round, it'll be 6 questions each. I'll rotate questions. There will be no stealing. We did stealing last week. This week, we're going to keep it as you either get it or you don't. And if there's a tie, we have a tiebreaker at the end. Are you ready? I will start with Tim, as he is the new player this week. Sorry, Brian.
That's okay.
True or false? We start easy. We start with true or false questions just to get it going. True or false? Traditionally, German children are not allowed to see the Christmas tree until Christmas Day.
I'm going to go with true on that one.
That is true. That's the point for Tim. Brian, true or false? The traditional Christmas dinner in early England was the head of a pig prepared with mustard.
True.
That is true. Dun dun. We are tied 1-1. Back up to Tim. Are you ready? Who stole Christmas from the town of Whoville?
The Grinch.
The Grinch. Correct. Brian, what is wrong with the Grinch's heart and how the Grinch stole Christmas?
It's 2 sizes too small.
All right, we are battling head-to-head. 2-2. Back to Tim. In the 12 days of Christmas, what were there 2 of?
There'll be turtle doves.
2 turtle doves. And Brian, in the 12 days of Christmas, what were there 5 of?
5 golden rings.
Dun, dun. We are tied 3-3. Halfway through round 1, Tim versus Brian. Back to the true or false questions. Tim, the names of Donner and Blitzen translate to truth and justice. True or false?
False.
False. That is correct. It is thunder and lightning, but I had to do truth and justice.
I like that. Those are Chuck Norris's fists.
Brian, in total, 3 ghosts visited Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. True or false?
True.
That is false. There was a 4th ghost that says, hey, I'm going to visit you with these other ghost guys.
Ah.
All right. Tim has 4, Brian with 3. Back up to Tim. While experimenting with speeding up a tape, David Seville created 3 voice characters and released a Christmas song in 1958. Which nutty group was this?
That would be Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Correct. The Chipmunks is the correct. Brian, who directed the fantasy film The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Tim Burton.
All right, we have 5-4. Back to Tim. In the 12 Days of Christmas, what were there 8 of?
Shoot, I know the 7.
3, 2, 1.
8 maids.
Oh, he gets it. 6. And Brian, you can't get it, but I'll give you the question. What line follows, "'Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house"?
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
All right. The final score of round 1, Brian versus Tim. Tim has 6.
Good job, man.
Brian with 5. Dun dun. All right. So,
I kept thinking swans and swimming, but that was 7, right?
I believe so. I don't know all the answers I was asking. All right. So I'm going to unlock the seat. I'm going to bring back Shelly versus Julie. We have Shelly back, and here comes Julie. Dun dun dun. All right, everybody. We're halfway through round 1. We're battling. This is our Christmas show. We just had Tim versus Brian. Tim won, was victorious 6.
Cheers.
6-5. This should be more fun than the last. Everybody drink.
This is
seltzer
water.
All right. Shelly is the returning champion. She did win episode 1, the food episode.
Thank you.
Thank you. And here we go. We have Julie's going to start first this round, as she has never done this before. So why not make her go first? Are we ready? It's
Yes.
Shelly versus Julie. Julie's up. Julie, true or false? We start easy. We start with true or false questions. In Home Alone 2, Kevin gets lost in downtown Chicago.
False.
False. With authority. That's correct. He gets lost in New York City. And Shell, with your cameras going all kinds of crazy.
Sorry.
All right. Your face is frozen.
It's been
All
a
right.
rough night.
You ready? True or false? Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz teamed up for a festive TV spinoff of The Mask titled Mask the Halls.
True.
False. That was my favorite question today.
Dang.
It was Mike Myers and Cameron Diaz did Shrek the Halls, but I see what I did there.
Yeah, tricky.
All right, Julie with a point. Shelly not on the board yet. Julie, in the familiar song 12 Days of Christmas, what is the gift on the 4th day?
Calling birds.
More calling birds. Correct. And Shell, in the song 12 Days of Christmas, I went back to this one a couple times. What did my true love give to me on the 7th day? I think Tim may have spoiled it in the last round. I think he said this.
7 swans of swimming.
That's correct. Shelly's on the board. Hey, the first point is the toughest. Here we go. Back to Julie. What kind of bread is traditional at German Christmas markets?
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. Incorrect. It's not a bad guess. It's gingerbread.
German.
Yeah,
Holy
gingerbread.
cow. That's not really a bread.
Gingerbread?
I mean, that's okay.
It has eggs.
True.
All right, Shell, back to you. We have Julie with 2, Shelly with 1. What was the name of the Grinch's faithful 4-legged friend?
Ralph.
Incorrect. It was Max. Halfway through round 1, Julie with 2, Shelly with 1. Back to the true and false questions. Are you ready, Julie?
Yes.
While British and American children put out stockings, Dutch children put out clogs. True or false?
True.
That is true. Julie with 3. Shell, on a Christmas tree in Ukraine, you will find spider webs for good luck.
False.
False. That is true. That is
Of course
true.
it is.
Hey, these questions were randomly selected.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This one goes to, where'd we go? This goes back to Julie. Name the 3 of Santa's reindeer that start with the letter D.
Dasher, Dancer, and Donner.
Correct. Julie with 4, Shelley with 1. Now, just to prove, Shell, that I'm not against you, name 3 of the other 5 remaining reindeer.
Prancer, Vixen, Comet.
Correct. We have 4-2. And we have one more question. This goes to Julie. Who sang about A Blue Christmas in 1957?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, correct. And Shell. In which celebrated film does James Stewart attempt suicide one Christmas?
Oh, I know this. A Christmas Miracle.
A Christmas Miracle. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I watch it every year.
It's
In
my
your house,
favorite
it's just
movie.
called A Christmas Miracle.
A Christmas. It's a miracle. Well, after the second heat in round 1, I can give you the point. It's still 5-3 in favor of Julie. Julie did win the second heat.
Tough round.
And we have on to our final. All right. Are we ready? We're going to start the final round. It is Tim versus Julie. All right. Tim, if you were born, I should also mention as the rounds go on, the questions get a little bit harder. If you were born on Christmas Day, what would your star sign be?
Star sign. Twinkle? No idea.
No, it is not Twinkle. I'll tell you what, in this final round, since it's just 2 of you and we can hear Shelley pouring her wine, we will let you steal in this final round.
All right.
Julie, do you want to steal that question? If you were born on Christmas Day, what would your star sign be?
Is it Capricorn?
It is Capricorn.
Yes.
Yes. And this question goes to Julie. What is the birth color of someone born on Christmas Day?
What's a birth color?
Like your birthstone.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I should know that.
Yeah, you should know this.
I should know that.
You have to
Garnet.
look at
It's
Julie's
not
a
Garnet, but I said
gemologist.
Garnet. I know.
Who's a gemologist?
Julie.
I am.
Oh, are
I
you?
literally am. Yeah. I should know that, but I don't.
Okay, it is turquoise. No points there. We have.
No steal.
Oh, did you know it? Be
No, I was
honest.
gonna say emerald. I was gonna say
Did
emerald.
you know the birth color, Tim?
I was gonna say emerald.
All right, if you had known that and been honest about it, I would have taken away Julie's steal point, just for the record.
No, good.
All right, back to Tim. Which people first brought Christmas to the New World in colonial times?
Okay. The in colonial time, the Pilgrims.
No. Julie for the steal.
The British.
The British. It was the Dutch.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, this question is for Julie. Which actor, while out Christmas shopping, suddenly finds himself an enemy of the state in the 1998 film of the same name?
Oh, the film Enemy of the State.
Yeah, like the big guy in it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tim for the steal.
It's Will Smith.
Will Smith. We are tied
Well,
1
that's
to
2
1.
Will Smiths
I know.
in one game.
I go to Will Smith in the 12 Days of Christmas. Like
Will Smith and
I
Christmas.
was second guessing myself on that one.
All right, this is Tim's question, I believe, right? Let's see. Yes. Tim, the traditional English Father Christmas was not dressed in red. What color did he wear?
Can you restate that at all? Can you say it again?
I can restate. I certainly can.
Okay.
It's 1 point to state the question.
You're already ahead.
I'm going to go with my instinct and say green.
Green is correct. No, Tim, it's 2 to 1, right?
It was
what I
just
have.
one.
Are you asking Tim?
Tim,
Yeah, it is.
Of course it's 2 to 1.
Of course it is. It's 5 to 1.
All right. All right, back to Julie. The score is 2 to 1, confirmed by Shelley. And this is Julie's question. You're going to love this one, Julie.
Oh, boy.
In which city is Kevin left home alone at Christmas?
Wait, in Home Alone 2 or in the first one?
Where was he left home? Was he left home in more than
3?
Right.
He wasn't in 3.
Oh, and he goes away, I think, in 2.
Yeah.
So, where did Home Alone take place at?
Right.
When Kevin is getting ambushed by Joe Pesci.
Right.
Yes.
Rob and Harry.
Is it Chicago?
Chicago tied up 2 to 2. Question goes to Tim. I go in the song "The 12 Days of Christmas."
Shut up.
Aren't we
I'm
done with
going to
it?
get one of these too.
Hey, what did my true love give to me on the 12th day of Christmas?
Oh. Oh, man. Piper's Piping?
Julie for the steal.
Drummers drumming.
12 drummers drumming. 3 to 2. This is Julie's question.
Lords a Leaping.
Oh, doesn't change it. Are you ready, Julie? Serious
Yes.
question.
Okay. Yes.
What do George C. Scott, Alistair Sim, Daffy Duck, Patrick Stewart, Michael Caine, Fred Flintstone, and Jim Carrey all have in common?
They all played Ebenezer Scrooge.
In film or television. That's correct. I had finished.
Wow.
Wow. All right, this question goes to Tim. What are the first 2 lines of the Christmas song, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow?
The weather outside is frightful and the fire is so delightful.
Correct.
You could have sang it.
I know, really.
I'll sing it once I finish this.
And Julie, for the final question of the halfway through point of the final round. According to CBS, which 1964 animated story is the longest running holiday special in TV history?
The Charlie Brown Christmas.
Incorrect. Tim for steal.
Can you say it again? I wasn't paying attention.
Great. And according to CBS, that's what I want to hear from my guests. According to CBS, which 1964 animated story is the longest running holiday special in TV history?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Incorrect. It is Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Oh. Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
I thought you went back to
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. All right, that was the halfway point. We have Julie with 4, Tim with 3. It's still anyone's game, and we started that round with who started the final?
Tim.
Should I just ask Tim?
Yeah.
Yes.
See what
All right.
Tim thinks.
All right,
Julie
Tim.
started.
Tim, I'm gonna start with Julie on this round. Are you ready? Extra credit for singing. I'm gonna bump Shell out for a second. Bring Brian Krugel back in. Hold on. Oh, I shouldn't say your last name. I have to pay royalties.
That was the reaction.
There you go. Bump, bump, bump. Brian can sit in on the second half. There he is. He's blinging. He's ready to go. Are you ready?
So delightful.
This question goes to Julie. It's gonna go. Traditionally, traditionally, after kissing someone under the mistletoe, what should you then remove? This is a PG related show.
Your hat. Is that a thing?
Remove your what?
I said hat. Your hat.
Remove your hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Tim for the steal.
I'll
repeat the question. Tim, traditionally, after kissing someone under the mistletoe, what should you then remove?
You should remove the mistletoe.
The whole thing? I'm gonna say it's a no. It is. You can't re-steal. You can't.
I don't want to re-steal.
Just trying to steal it. It is one of the berries. One of the berries.
The berries. Okay.
I think the mistletoe is the leaves and the berries, the twigs and the berries. That's
what I was gonna say after you started giving it away.
All right, so this is after I started giving it away.
Oh, the whole mistletoe, or just part of it?
Well, when I asked that question, the first thing I didn't want to hear was you say your. I was like, what? Remove your what?
I kept it PG.
J.O. Freely had some ideas over there.
There are children watching. All right, are we ready? This question goes to Tim. Which was the first animated Peanuts TV special?
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin?
Incorrect. Steal, Julie.
Is it the Christmas one?
I need a pretty close title for that one. It's the Christmas show.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
A Charlie Brown Christmas. Julie with the point. 5-3.
I guess I should have guessed. I guess I should have.
The theme, Tim.
You're the wrong holiday. All right, this question is Julie, Tim. This is
that one.
Back down to Julie, I believe. Who started that one?
Tim did.
Ask Tim.
Yeah.
No, Julie.
No, Julie started that wrong.
This is Julie's question. Julie's question. In North America, which organization is always the first to spot that Santa is underway?
The Weather Channel.
Tim for the steal.
They do it.
They're not the first.
Okay.
Which organization did you say?
Which organization? With 3.
Air traffic control.
It is NORAD. NORAD. Just like in the Whopper.
Did you say
what's that?
Did you say NORAD?
NORAD. Hey, I just read the question. That doesn't mean I know how to say it.
I like Jim Santori on an airliner.
All right. This question goes to Tim. What did Donald Gardner want for Christmas? Take that, make fun of me. Tell me I can't say no rad.
The host is vindictive.
Yeah, that's right.
Two front teeth. That would be 2 front teeth.
That is correct. Tim with 4, Julie with 5. Back down to Julie. Bing Crosby told us that he would be where for Christmas?
Home.
Home. Correct.
Who's
Tim.
home?
What's that?
His mom.
Who's home?
Who? He didn't say that, did he?
I don't know.
Tim, my goodness, I can't believe. What I guess I got kind of a riff on some of these, or a pattern on some of these questions. There we go. When Kevin is left home, when Kevin is left home for the first time, where is the family's destination for their Christmas vacation? Where are they going?
They're going to Paris.
Paris. Nice. Julie, which famous English writer once said, "I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year?
Oh, wow.
Ooh. No rad.
No, no rats.
Stop giving Revilla props.
Was it Charles Dickens?
It was Charles Dickens.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, Tim. In the movie Christmas Vacation, which sports team's cap does Clark wear at various points throughout the film?
That would be the Chicago Cubs.
Jolie with the steal.
No?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
I swear it's the Chicago Cubs.
I thought it was the Bears.
That was the Bears.
Oh, I could be wrong.
I think it's the Bears. It's just the C. It's the Bears. Shell says the Bears.
Shall I confirm?
You're the host.
What's that?
Yeah, it is the Bears now that I think about it.
Okay. Well, why is everybody down at me? Like, I don't know what's going on. I wrote the questions. I can't. Doesn't mean I can pronounce them. All right. So nobody gets a point. We have Julie with 6, Tim with 5, and this is back down to Julie, I believe. Who knows?
Yeah.
On
I
what?
think so.
Is that okay with Tim?
Yeah, that was my question, the last one.
Yeah, no, I know. They were making fun of me before.
Oh, yeah.
On what? Can I proceed?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Proceed, sir.
On what did Marley's ghostly face first appear to Scrooge in a Dickens A Christmas Carol?
On what?
On what? I can't tell you.
What was it? I don't know. A plate.
A plate. Tim for the steal.
Who? Say it one more time.
On what did Marley's ghostly face first appear to Scrooge in Dickens A Christmas Carol?
It appeared on a tree.
No, it was the door knocker. Dun, dun, dun. And Tim, question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, only Tim did.
What was the first thing that Scrooge purchased after his change of heart?
Oh, man. None of them my Scrooge.
Dun, dun, dun.
That would be a stocking.
Julie for the steal.
A turkey.
A turkey. All right.
Fair enough.
Halfway through, we're gonna call this halfway through the final round. We got 14 rapid fire questions coming up.
Good job, Jules.
This starts
Pretty
with
excited.
Tim. Pretty excited. Look at the rookie. Let's see. Tim, what did Harry Potter get as a Christmas present during his first semester at Hogwarts?
Oh, that the wand. He got a wand.
A wand. Julie for the steal.
Man,
The invisibility cloak.
Well, that's pretty specific. That is correct.
Don't
And
mess with Julie.
back to Julie with another Christmas Carol question for Julie. Who played Scrooge in a Muppet Christmas Carol?
Ooh. It was, well, I was going to give something away.
You're the
well,
only one that can answer.
No, because I don't know it, but I was going to.
Are you afraid I have more Christmas Carol questions?
No, I just don't want
Yes,
to give Tim a clue.
Oh, okay. Good strategy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Tim for the steal. Who played Scrooge in a Muppet Christmas Carol?
You mentioned it in the question earlier today. It's Oscar the Grouch.
It is Michael Caine.
Yeah. I knew it was not a Muppet. I knew it was a human.
See?
I thought you mentioned one of the Muppets. Yeah.
How about put half a point down for Julie on that one?
Michael Caine.
Not a Muppet. I think that's about half right.
Not a Muppet.
True.
Trebek.
All right, this goes up to Tim. Which biblical town's name means house of bread in Hebrew?
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. And I didn't know at the time I wrote these questions that everybody This was a good question. In which American state would you find the city of Bethlehem?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Tim's going to reach through and slap me for having that question. But when I wrote these, I figured people from around the world would be playing.
I don't live in Pennsylvania.
We are around the world.
That's true. If we would go this way.
To you, the users were really around the world.
All right, this question goes to Tim. Which song was heard on both sides of the trenches on Christmas Eve 1914? Both sides.
Jolly Old St. Nicholas?
Julie for the steal.
Okay. Joy to the world.
No, it was Silent Night.
Oh.
Down to Julie. What was the name of Scrooge's clerk in A Christmas Carol? Should have studied your Christmas Carol.
I should have. I didn't know it was going to be so heavily featured. That one I don't remember.
Tim for the steal.
What
Scrooge's
store?
clerk. What was Scrooge's clerk in A Christmas Carol? What was his name?
Cratchit.
Cratchit. Bob Cratchit. Correct. Julie with 10. Tim with 7. And I don't know what. It is the Bears.
The Bears. Yeah, I must have the Cubs just ingrained into my head.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Right.
Well done, Shell.
That was Julie's question, I believe, first, right? Yes, and Tim stole it. So this is Tim's question. Who catches the Grinch red-handed stealing Christmas presents?
Do I need the specific name of the girl? Is the little girl with the pink dress on and the big bob in her hair?
I don't want her last name either.
Little I'll just call her little
PG, please.
little tiny Tina.
Little tiny.
Julie for the steal.
No idea.
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. Julie's question. The name of which toy? What?
Yes.
I like little tiny Tina.
Julie. The name of which toy, popular since 1929, translated means come or come back?
Yo-yo.
Mistletoe. Julie, that's correct. 12-7. Tim, your question. In what country did the real St. Nicholas live?
In what city?
Country.
Oh, in country.
You can get more specific, but I'm just looking for
Lived
the
in
country.
Germany. In Germany.
Incorrect. Julie with the steal.
Oh man.
Was it Turkey?
Turkey. Bum, bum, bum.
Turkey appearing again in different.
Oh yeah.
Julie is on fire.
Oh, yeah. We have Julie with 13. Tim with 7.
Julie, you're smoking me right now.
It is mathematically possible for Tim to still win this.
All right.
Jolie, what did Brenda Lee love doing to her Christmas tree? You get all the awkward questions. Or maybe you just make the questions awkward. What did Brenda Lee...
Julie's disappeared. Come back, Julie.
I know the real answer.
Do you...
Not awkward.
Not well, you're making it awkward.
Rocking around
Rocking
the
around.
Christmas tree.
That's right. Correct. Julie with the point. 14-7.
What's up, Colt Smallwood?
All right. Tim, your question. Where was it always winter, but never Christmas?
In Whoville.
In Whoville. Julie for the steal.
Germany.
Germany. Close. Very close.
You should say
We were looking for Narnia. Or Pittsburgh.
Very close.
or Pittsburgh's North Side.
Or Pittsburgh's winter 2015 so far. 68 degrees tomorrow. I don't know if that's right. All right, that was Tim's question. This goes to Julie. All right. Back to Christmas Vacation. What does Clark receive instead of money for a Christmas bonus? Wait.
I just saw this movie for the first time, like a week ago. What does he receive? A ham.
It is not a ham. Tim with the steal.
A year-long subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, yeah.
Did you read that answer right off of my... That's exactly how I had it.
No, I've watched the movie. I've watched it about 100 times.
All right.
Impressive, Timmy.
Tim at 8. Julie with 14. With 2 questions remaining, I think Tim can still come back and pull ahead of this. Pull ahead of this. This is Tim's question. Which 1987 action comedy opens with the music of Jingle Bell Rock? Think of 1987 action comedies.
1980s. All right, so 87 action. I'm going to have to go with Home Alone again.
Do you think I would go back to that well again?
It's a possibility.
It is not Home Alone. Julie with the steal.
It is an action comedy.
Die Hard.
Action.
Die Hard, yes.
Christmas. Where's the Christmas?
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
The answer. It is a Christmas movie. Perhaps one of the best Christmas movies ever. But it is Lethal Weapon. Of course. And that question was Tim. This last question for Julie. Last question of the game to determine the winner. We have Julie with 14, Tim with 8. It's anyone's game. Which member of the Rat Pack passed away on Christmas Day 1995?
Frank Sinatra.
Tim with the steal.
Bing Crosby.
Not Bing Crosby. Dean Martin. And we have a winner. Julie, winner of episode 2, the Christmas special. And that wraps up episode number 2, our Christmas special for Stuff I Never Knew. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go back, check out episode 1. It was our food show. Episode 1 was Stuff I Never Knew About Food. And episode 3, which we record on Thursdays at 8:30 live on Blab. Episode 3 is our music quiz. So if you're interested in more live recorded quizzes and trivia podcasts, check out Stuff I Never Knew episode 3 for music. Normally at this point, we would go ahead and just end the show, but this is the Christmas show, and we did end up recording a few of the tiebreaker questions. In a typical round, when we have 8 players, they're going to battle head-to-head, and if the score ends up 3-3, 5-5, we'll have a tiebreaker question. It's a numerical-based question, some obscure number that you can possibly guess through logic, probably not, but whoever gets the closest, whether you're over or not, this isn't The Price is Right, whoever gets the closest to the right answer will advance to the next round. So here it is, the trivia tiebreaker questions from the Christmas episode of Stuff I Never Knew. Enjoy. So here's what I have. Whee! I have 7 tiebreaker questions that we haven't got to use one tiebreaker question yet. So here's what we're gonna do. I still have anybody else who's on here. Brian, you'll bump back in. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask the question, and they're all numerical answers. So if we would have had a tie, I would have asked one of these questions. You would have to give a numerical answer. And if you were the closest, you would win. You can go over. Does this in The Price is Right? You each will give an answer. The person who's furthest away, I will boot, and we will bring in, and Brian can come back in. Are you ready?
Ready.
How many lights are there on the 2015 Rockefeller Center Christmas tree? I'll start with Tim. How many lights?
5,822.
And Shelley. Shelley, how many lights?
1 million.
1 million. All right, that was and Julie.
50,000.
50,000. Solid guess. The correct answer is 45,000.
Whoa, I was way off.
Math, not as much as 1 million.
One.
Yeah. If Brian can pop back in, Shell is out. Now whoever's the furthest off.
Bling. Bling.
She took over Brian.
Shelly's hijacked.
She hijacked Brian's video.
There we go. All right. Hey, he changed positions. Are you ready? We're just the game is wrapped up. Julie was obviously the winner. We are doing the tiebreaker questions that we didn't use that I spent so much time writing. I don't believe any of them are related to A Christmas Carol or Home Alone. I should be like, how many airline miles did Kevin's family have? All right. So I'm going to start with, we'll start with Jolie this time. Approximately how many candy canes are produced each year?
10 million.
10 million. And to Brian.
14.267 million.
14. What was it? I just suck.
6.7.
All right. And Tim, how many candy canes are produced each year?
I'm gonna go with 12.5 million.
12.5 million. That was a very safe answer to stay in the game, I'll tell you. So the actual answer is, and this is going to shock everybody, 1.76 billion with a B.
Whoa.
So in this case, Julie with the low ball answer of 10 million. And Shell can she can bounce back in there.
Bopper
Ganoush.
Billion candy canes. Wow.
1.7. So that's almost 2 billion if he did the math on that one.
What do they do with all the leftovers?
I don't know. I think it maybe also includes the little candy canes.
You turn them into
Halloween
candy.
That's right. All right, here we go. Shell might have a advantage on this one. According to
food?
According to the PNC Christmas Price Index, how much is the cumulative total cost to purchase the 12 Days of Christmas? I'd like to add that I used 2014 numbers for this.
It goes up every year.
5,890.
All right, 5,890. To Tim.
I want to say like $125,000.
And to Brian. If you're going to buy the 12 Days of Christmas, what would the total be?
84,000.
84,000.
Good strategy.
The correct answer is $116,273. Shelley with the 5,000 is the low ball. And Julie can pop back in.
Jeff, you need that no whammy sound, like when someone leaves, like the sound they use in Press Your Luck. When you kick someone off.
I don't know if I have a. I have a.
Yeah, that would work.
All right. This one we're going to start with Tim this time. In what year did Sir Henry Cole introduce the popular Christmas tradition of sending Christmas cards?
Ooh. That would be 1890.
1890. Brian.
1921.
And Julie.
1725.
17th. Oh, I'm going to really do some math on this one. The correct answer is 1843. So that puts Julie at, 75, and you're like 150.
Divide by 3.
And I think Julie's the furthest. The divide by 3 times pi. And Shella could come back. The correct answer is 1843. Oh, wait, Shella keeps hijacking. There you go. And Shell's back. We have 3 more trivia. No bells.
There's a special Twitter account.
All right. In what year was Arnold Schwarzenegger's film Jingle All the Way released?
Me?
Arnold. We will start with Brian on this one.
1998.
What year? 98?
Get to the chopper.
And up to Tim.
1996.
96. Over to Shell.
2000.
Year 2000.
2000. The best move would have been to say 97. 96 is the correct answer. That brings Julie back.
Is Tim a Schwarzenegger aficionado?
I believe so.
Only on some things. Selective Schwarzenegger aficionado.
All right, we have another year.
All about Total Recall.
All right, we're going to start with Tim this time. Tim, I bet knows this one. In which year did Barbie first appear under the Christmas tree?
1939.
1939. Tim, over to Brian.
1956.
56. And Julie.
1949.
49. And the correct answer is 59.
Ooh.
That's going to boot out Tim. And this is the final question of the night. This is a fun one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is everybody ready? We'll bring you back, Tim, if you have a closing segment.
We're still waiting for our introduction.
I introduced you. Then I
only Tim.
Oh.
Oh.
I only introduced Tim. I said, "What up, Brian?"
Typical.
All right, are we ready? You know how much audio I'm going to have to clean up on this edit? All right, here we go. I just kicked my light. The final question of the night. Have I said that?
Yes.
This is the final question.
I just don't want it to end. According to the Telegraph, how many miles per second would Santa have to travel to deliver all his presents on Christmas Eve? There's a lot of math involved in this one. I need miles per second to deliver.
Julie should go first.
I agree. He was the winner.
What does Tim say?
Check with Tim.
Check with Tim.
500.
Tim says Julie first.
No.
Okay.
Just check.
Good, because I already went.
All right, Julie says
Thanks,
500 miles per second. And Brian.
2000.
2000. Let's see if Shell has learned any strategy in this game. Shell.
1000.
1000. That is a good strategy, Shell.
Thank you.
This game does not work with three people. The correct answer is 1,800 miles per second. That would bump Julie.
Good job, Shell.
And I'm going to bump Julie. We're going to bring Tim back. We'll bring you back, Julie. Don't go too far away.
Okay.
And Tim, come back with he has a closing segment. Dun, dun, dun. I think so. He is possibly. I'm going to bump him again. Tim, call back in. Bum, bum, bum. Tim's closing segment is about to happen.
I think it's regarding Will Smith and Home Alone.
I thought it was
How many Will Smiths on the 12 Days of Christmas?
So if you don't live in Narnia, you're not Will Smith, or your name's not Kevin, then it's not Christmas.
Wow.
That was.
Is this your closing segment?
That was it.
I kept Julie up. We were waiting here, like, what's going on? I can't wait to see what Tim's closing segment is.
It's like around the horn. I should have a chalkboard behind me.
So thank you, everybody. This was episode 2, the Christmas episode. I hope you had some fun tonight. So I want to thank everybody for episode 2. This was our Christmas episode. You will be able to find it on iTunes and Stitcher. And the great video version will be available for replay in just 3 minutes.
No.
The editing, our voices will be edited over.
I'm gonna do the voiceover for all your voices, so it'll just sound like me.
It'll be all Jeff's voice.
Stuff I Never Knew is a Mega Cat Media production.
Mega!